What are purging moments and how do you get the most from them? Yes, we get to talk about this today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question and I get to help you find an answer. Now, if you're new here, we are here 5 days a week and we answer your house cleaning questions. So hit the subscribe button so that when you come back to YouTube, we're going to be hiding out there somewhere in your feed, and then you can click on the button and continue the conversation with us. We've got lots of great advice and we're here to help you. Okay, so today, what is a purging moment and how do you get the most from it? All right, well, truth be known, purging moments are connected to your biorhythms. And there are up days and down days, and then there are days when everything is just kind of like not feeling so great. And then mysteriously, one night, it might even be 2 o'clock in the morning, this happens a lot, you'll go to do something, get up to go to the bathroom or something, and you have this weird idea. And you might move something in the bathroom, and that makes you move something else, and then you mysteriously move something else. Next thing you know, you're cleaning out your bathroom. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Then all of a sudden you say, while I'm doing this, I might as well just put this underneath the bathroom sink, and you open the bathroom sink, and lo and behold, there's some stuff there that needs to be moved. So you move and you shuffle it around a little bit, and then that needs to be thrown away, and you start throwing something away, and then all of a sudden you're like, but why is that there? There's a half a used bar of soap under here. Well, that needs to go on the sink. So you move that out on top of the sink, and you say, I wonder what else is underneath here. And you start all of a sudden purging. You start cleaning in a mad frenzy, and you're not really paying attention to it. It's just that suddenly everything is connecting. And you start moving things around and cleaning, and the next thing you know, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. You've cleaned the entire bathroom, you cleaned out the linen closet, you've scoured out the tub, you've cleaned out the toilets, you've mopped the floor, you cleaned the grout, you've cleaned the mirrors, you've cleaned on top of the vanity lights. The entire bathroom is spick and span. It looks amazing. Then you moved some stuff out into the hallway, like the towels, because you were going to take those to do the laundry. And lo and behold, you thought to yourself, well, I could run a load of laundry while I'm cleaning the bathroom. So you started a load of laundry. And then while you were down in the laundry room, you realized there were a couple of pairs of shoes down there that needed to go in the mudroom. So as you moved them to the mudroom, you realized, wait a second, there's a kitty litter box in here that needs to be emptied as well. Let me do that right now while I'm here. And you did. Before you know it, you've cleaned lots of things in your house, and we call those purging moments. You were just kind of in the zone. So how do you get the most from the zone? Right? Well, the zone doesn't happen every day. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen every day. It doesn't happen every day for me either. But what happens is we know those moments are coming. We've all had them. We know they're coming again. So what do you do to maximize the purging moments? Right? My suggestion would be to get a 3-ring binder or to use your smartphone in a note-taking app like Keep, for example. Google Keep, absolutely free, and you can also make checklists. So either keep a notepad handy somewhere or use your smartphone and use Google Keep. Make a list of the things that you want to do during a purging moment. So it might be that I want to clean out the mudroom. I want to clean out underneath the bathroom cabinets. I want to do this, I want to do that, and make a list. Because what happens is this, if you are in the mood to clean out underneath the bathroom cabinets and that purging moment hits, and that's the mood you're in, you might go from bathroom to bathroom to bathroom and hit all 3 of those bathroom cabinets on a purging moment. So boom, you're successful. You got a whole bunch of things done simultaneously. But what do you do to maximize that? All right, so if you're planning on cleaning out the bathroom cabinets and you know that is on your purging moment list, what you might do is you might say, what am I going to need? And think through the process. I'm going to need some garbage bags because I know there's some stuff under there that I'm no longer using. I know that there are some cleaning supplies that I don't use that are underneath each of the bathroom sinks, and I want to consolidate it to one all-purpose cleaner, a thing of dry powdered cleanser, one no-scratch scrub sponge, a roll of paper towels, and a garbage can with some extra liners in there. That's all I want underneath my bathroom sink. So then what you want to do is you want to stop storing stuff underneath there. Don't put anything new under there, right? To take advantage of the purging moment, stop putting stuff underneath the bathroom sink. And then you want to be very crystal clear about what it is you want under the sink. So then you can make a little list. And you can do this one day while you are a passenger in a car. Someone else is driving and you're sitting there twiddling your thumbs. Instead of checking Facebook, make a purging list and say, underneath my bathroom sink, this is exactly what I want under there. So when that purging moment hits, what are you trying to do? I'm trying to clean out everything except these 4 things that I wanted on my list. Guess what? It gets really easy, really fast to take everything out. And because you're in that purging moment, you're going to get rid of all the other stuff. You're going to wash it. You're going to move it. You're going to find a new home for it. And all that's left underneath those 3 cabinets are the 4 things that you just said you were going to have. So you maximized it by preparing in advance what it was going to look like for the finished outcome. That is how you take advantage of the purging moments. You make a list, you have a desired outcome, and then you are crystal clear on what it looks like. Now, when you get in that mode, and the mode moves you from thing to thing to thing. Like I said, you'll end up starting a load of laundry, and then you start on the mudroom, and then you change the kitty litter and all these things. And you might have a purge list for each of those areas. So when you go into the mudroom, you're in the mudroom right now, and you take a look at your list, and you say, what else is in here? Oh yes, I was going to hang up all of the coats, or I was going to remove the coats because it's summertime. I was going to remove all the coats and put them in the winter closet. And so while you're in the mudroom, while you're in purge mode, instead of you looking around wondering what to do or doing random things, what you can do is go for the major things that you have on your list. So taking out the coats very quickly, go put them back, and then instead of getting distracted in the coat closet and organizing all the hats and the mittens and all the stuff, because that's what happens, you go back to the mudroom and you finish the other stuff on your list. That way you don't have lots of little pieces of things you've done around your house, where you have underneath all the bathroom cabinets are done, the mudroom is done, then you have maybe a coat closet that you did as well. And so you have a list of the things that you're going to do, and then you keep coming back to that list because right now you're in purge mode. And when you are in purge mode, that is the best time to go ahead and maximize that time. So what are you going to need in order to clean the mudroom, for example? You might need a non-scratch scrub sponge. You're going to need an all-purpose spray. You're going to need a vacuum and a mop. Now, of course, your vacuum and your mop closet is right next door to your mudroom, or it's part of your mudroom. And so it's already there. You already know you have access to that right there. It's right there. And so you're just going to take advantage of that stuff. Or if you need to add can liners, or you need to add a sponge or all-purpose spray or whatever, you have it right there. So when that moment hits, you're ready to rock and roll. Boom, right then, right there, we're done. And make your lists simple enough that if you do 8 or 9 things in there, that they're simple things that you can cross off your list, that you can see progress, and then move on to the next thing. Because there's nothing worse than ripping everything out of a closet because you're in purging mode, and then whoops, the mode left. And now there's this big stack of stuff, and you never achieved it, and you never finished it, and now you're just discouraged and depressed because you tore everything out with this ambition of finishing. And now you're just so tired and you just don't have the energy to finish it. That happens too, okay? So make a list, stick to the list. Make them quick, easy to do items that are big and visual that will say, oh yes, I can see that I made some progress in here. And then the items you didn't finish, put back on the list. And the next time you hit that purge mode, you come back and you finish the rest of the list. All right, that is how you take advantage of a purging mode. That's what a purging mode is. And I want you to pay attention to your own biorhythms and just make a list of like when it comes. Because for a lot of people, it comes once a month. And for other people, it comes twice a month. And for some people, it only comes like once a year. So make a list of when your purging moments are. And if you find yourself randomly just like cleaning a bunch of stuff, stop and realize I'm in purging mode. And then grab your list and just attack your list with vengeance, because you're going to get the most done during that period of time. All right, I hope that helps a little bit. I do hope that you'll come join us in our community. We're having so much fun. And until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.